Do you need a living trust to avoid probate? The answer may surprise you. My name is Laura Hurd, and I'm an attorney in San Antonio, Texas, and I have practiced law in San Antonio for more than 34 years. I recently recorded a video on why most Texans do not need a living trust to avoid probate. And in there I talked about the fact that most people who have a living trust don't avoid probate anyway, because you have to make sure that all of your property is included in that living trust, or else those items that are not titled in the trust name are going to have to go through probate to pass through the trust after you pass away. Now, there are two good reasons to have a living trust. One is if your estate is very large, at least $5 million or more. And two is if you own property in multiple states outside the state of Texas, then it might be a good idea to have a living trust. However, for most people, those reasons don't apply. And so a living trust will do what needs to be done to pass your property to the next generation, but it's way more expensive than it would have been to just go through probate in the first place. Now, a friend of mine recently asked me, what about privacy concerns? They had heard that living trusts were more private than going through probate. That's really just not true anymore. You see, whenever you have a living trust, the beneficiaries of the trust can request at any time that an accounting be done, and the trustee has to account for what property is in that trust. So the beneficiaries will know all the property that the trust owns. In a probate situation, it used to be that we had to file an inventory of public record. We don't have to do that anymore. The executor of an estate, in a probate estate in Texas, can do an inventory, give a copy of the inventory to the beneficiaries, and not file that inventory of public record in the probate case. They have to file an affidavit in lieu of inventory that simply swears that they did one and they gave it to the beneficiaries. But there's nothing of public record that outlines everything that the estate owns. So therefore, a living trust and a probate matter are about the same amount of privacy. There's no difference in the privacy of those two matters. I'm Laura Hurd. If you have questions about this, feel free to call my office, the law office of Laura D. Hurd.